Imagine India in 1950s, a newly independent nation, a country with limited industries, low income, widespread poverty, and a severe shortage of capital. The challenge was enormous. How could India transform itself from an agricultural economy into a modern industrial nation? To achieve this dream, the government relied on two powerful economic tools: fiscal policy and monetary policy. Together, they became the foundation of India's industrial journey from 1950s to 1990s. At independence, India inherited a weak industrial structure. Most people worked in agriculture. Heavy industries were almost absent. Machines, technology, and industrial goods had to be imported. The objective was clear: build industries, create employment, reduce dependence on foreign countries, and achieve self reliance. India adopted a mixed economy model where both the public and private sectors would contribute to development. Fiscal policy refers to government decision regarding taxation and public expenditure. During the planning era, the government invested heavily in infrastructure and basic industries. Huge public investments were made in steel plants, power projects, irrigation systems, roads, railways, and educational institutions. For example, major steel plants were established at Bhilai, Raurkela, and Durgapur. These investments created the industrial foundation upon which future growth could take place. The government also collected tax and used these resources to finance development projects. In simple words, fiscal policy provided the money, infrastructure, and direction needed for industrial growth. While fiscal policy supplied resources, monetary policy ensures the availability of credit. Monetary policy is managed by the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Its objective is to regulate money supply, interest rates, and credit in the economy. Industries requires loan to purchase machinery, expand production, and invest in new technologies. Through monetary policy, the RBI ensures that industries had access to affordable credit wherever required. The RBI used several tools to support industrial development. First, lower bank rates encouraged borrowing. Second, selective credit policies directed loans towards priority sectors. Third, after the nationalization of major banks in 1969, institutional credit expanded significantly. Banks opened branches across rural and urban India, increasing access to finance. This made industrial investment easier and accelerated economic development. Fiscal policy and monetary policy work together like two engines of the same train. Fiscal policy built factories, roads, power stations, and industrial infrastructure. Monetary policy ensured industry received the funds needed to operate and expand. As a result, heavy industries developed rapidly, small scale industries received support, employment opportunity increased, industrial output expanded steadily. India moved closer to self reliance. The result became visible over time. Industrial production increased significantly between 1950s and 1990s. The manufacturing sector contribution to GDP steadily improved. New industries emerged in steel, engineering, chemical, machinery, electronics, and defense production. Although growth was not spectacular by today's standard, the industrial base became much stronger than it had been at independence. However, the policies were not without problems. Industrial licensing created what became known as the License Permit Quota Raj. Yes, license, permit, quota, Raj. Business often required multiple permissions before expanding production. Many public sector enterprises became inefficient and suffered losses. Competition remained limited. Technological progress was slower than in many other countries. High government spending also contributed to inflationary pressures during certain periods. Thus, while the policies built industries, they also created structural inefficiency. By 1990s, India had achieved several remarkable milestones. A strong industrial base had been established. The country became largely self-reliant in steel, heavy engineering, machine tools, defense equipments, and many industrial products. Prestigious institutions such as the IITs and management institutes produced skilled manpower. Large public sector enterprises supported strategic industries. Most importantly, India possesses the industrial capability required for future growth. The foundation had been laid. The story of India's industrial development between 1950s to 1990s is a story of nation building. Fiscal policy provided investment, infrastructure, and industrial direction. Monetary policy ensured the flow of credit, financial stability, and support for productive sectors. Together, these policies transformed India from a largely agrarian economy into a developing industrial nation. Yes, challenges existed. Yes, inefficiencies emerged. But without these policies, India would not have built the industrial foundation that later enabled the economic reform of 1991 and the rapid growth that followed. The factories, institutions, infrastructure, and skilled workforce created during these 4 decades became the launchpad for modern India's economic rise. And that is why the period from 1950s to 1990s remains one of the most important chapters in India's economic history.